Greetings, beloveds. Welcome to House La Flora. This is Ariana Ross, and you are watching a now prophetic word. So you are watching this exactly when you need to be. As I was preparing for this session in prayer, what God revealed to me is this whirlwind in the spirit right now. And this whirlwind is encircling you. It's encircling your life. So there are so many moving pieces right now that are changing. There's so much that is shifting, that is being transmuted, that is being released, that is being birthed. It is a whirlwind of change that is altering your life and its trajectory forever. And in this season, many of you are going to come into profound revelations. And I say they're profound because they're going to, again, change your life. So it's very important that as we are being called to serve in a more powerful and glorious way, we must heed, we must seek. Heeding the voice of God, seeking the face of God. Very important, because there are a lot of us in the body who are not listening, or there are other influences drowning out the voice of God. So with that being said, I invite you to clear any distractions or disruptions. These disruptions may be assigned to you to knock you off course. God is changing your life. And again, it is showing up as a whirlwind. Everything will become new and much more prosperous, fruitful, and of greater significance as you align with what God is introducing into your life. See, as you make your way to the threshold of this change, these breakthroughs, this is where you may experience the most disruption, the most distraction, a lot of noise, all of a sudden just showing up to drown out the one and only voice you should be attuning to right now. So if you feel like you're at the threshold of some significant change or shift, yet all of a sudden there's so much happening that causes confusion, that causes distortion, withdraw, unplug, and seek and heed the voice and the face of God. And I'm so grateful. I am so grateful because God revealed to me in a vision what was happening and why this was happening, because I noticed it. I noticed it myself. And I went into prayer and I said, okay, what is happening here? I mean, it's great. All of this is coming up and surfacing, but what is real? What's the truth? What is of you? And Abba downloaded into my spirit a very clear and concise understanding, and I want to share it with you. So as you make your way, right, you're now in this new season and you're budding forth, you're sprouting, you're evolving and expanding. At the very least, there is an invitation in the spirit to do so that the natural catches up to what God is doing in the spirit. And through your process of refinement and sanctification, there has been this added level of glory. You are now carrying and embodying His glory in a much more pronounced way. And with that light, there is a byproduct of magnetism. And this magnetism is attracting in a lot. And I say a lot because it's really a lot. You know, think about it. The light attracts beautiful butterflies, moths, right? But then you also have creeping, crawling things that are also attracted to that light. You also have parasitic insects, for example, that are attracted to light. So as you make your way in this newfound glory, this new calling to serve with a greater mantle, with greater renown, with greater impact, you are showing up in greater magnetism than you ever have. It's just a byproduct of aligning with this greater calling that God is placing into your life. Understand that this is happening in the spirit and in the natural. So the discipline that you garnered in your season of refinement and preparation is needing to be applied now. Your discipline in praying, fasting, engaging and interpreting the scriptures, practicing and possessing the fruit of the Spirit, all of this needs to be applied now so that you are properly armored as you make your way and for what's to come. So it's so important, you all, to clear the disruptions and distractions and really tune into the voice of God, because he's doing something very specific, but also something totally different. It's totally different. So you're also being introduced to a new expression of God. God has never moved this way in your life before, right? So in order to progress with greater understanding, you now know what to do. Seek, heed, and most importantly, trust. Trust what God is doing. Even if it doesn't make much sense, please take time to really, really trust what God is doing. And we talked about this on Patreon, and we engaged Isaiah 42. And this is the reason as to why you are coming into this favor and this glory and this mantle. It's because you are a servant and ambassador of the Lord. You have been promoted with this title in spirit. Here is my servant, whom I uphold, my chosen one, in whom I delight. I will put my spirit on him, and he will bring justice to the nations. He will not shout or cry out or raise his voice in the streets. A bruised reed he will not break, and a smoldering wick he will not snuff out. In faithfulness he will bring forth justice. He will not falter or be discouraged till he establishes justice on earth. In his teaching the islands will put their hope. You are embodying the light, God's light, and serving him in incredible ways. You have been chosen to do so. You heed the voice of God. Seek the face of God. I love you all so much. This is what I have for you for now. Please take a moment to peruse the links below in the description. And if you're called to do so, join us on Patreon. You can also pre-order my book, The Burning Mirror, which is being released on the 27th of July. And lastly, of course, you can take time to learn more about my nonprofit organization, Project Rose. That link is also in the description, and feel free to join the newsletter to stay abreast with what we have planned this summer. We're actually headed out on our first mission tour this summer, so a lot is happening and a lot is changing. So much is springing forth. I'd love to bring you along with me. I'll see you guys in the next session. Until then, you have my love.